Very good morning to all of you. আজকে আমি আলোচনা করতে চলে এসেছি একটা নতুন টপিক যেটার নাম দ্য উইন ক্যাপ ক্লাস 8 স্ট্যান্ডার্ড। আমি মেনলি এটা একদম ডিটেলসে বোঝাবো। আশা করি আমার ভিডিও যদি সহযোগ সহকারে দেখো, আমি ব্যক্তিগতভাবে মনে করি ইউ নিড নট টু ওরি, ইউ নিড নট টু ওয়াচ দ্য আদার ভিডিওস। দিস ইজ দ্য ফুল ক্লাস, and in my discussion, in my textual analysis, you will learn not only vocab, not only pronunciation, but also the grammar, because I will not simply analyze the Bengali meaning. I would like to give you knowledge each and every respect of English literature and language, because reading the text, it means not only reading the meaning of the sense. This is not the way. If you can understand the language of the text, so you can improve your LSRW. So without wasting today's time, without wasting the time, so let's come into the main topic, that is the wind cap. Look, try to understand the significance of the title. Look the wind cap and try to understand who is the writer, who is the author of this particular short story, that is John Yolen. Jane Yolen. First, let me give few conceptual sense of Jane Yolen, because if you know the mindset of the writer, so you can understand the 70% of the text. So let's give some information about the author, that is Jane Yolen. She was an American author, and if you try to understand her lifestyle, you will find that in her entire lifestyle, in her entire life, she had written over 280 books, and she is mainly famous for children books, and she was one of the best writers under American authors. And in her writing, you will find images, uses of enchanting words, at the same time uses lots of figures of speech in her writing. So these informations are important from the point of view of your examination and your career point of view. So now let's move the main topic, that is a textual analysis. Look, there was once a lad who wanted to be a sailor, but his mother would not let him go to the sea. So what is the meaning of a word lad? Lad means boy. Therefore, lad is a masculine gender. And what will be the feminine gender of lad? That is lace. So there was once a lad. So once upon a time, there was a boy who wanted to be a sailor, whose thought, whose wish to become a sailor. But what happened in our lifestyle, in our time, what do you want that cannot be circulated into action? That means if we want to become a cricketer, what happened? If we request my mom, please give me time to play in the cricket in afternoon, my mother or everyone mother can't permit. And in the same way, in this text, the lad who was asking the permission from his mother to permit him to go to the sea for voyage, but his mother can't permit. So that is mentioned, but his mother would not let him go to sea. His mother would not let him go to sea. Child, what do you know of sailing? She would say. And this is a very natural question. The mother asks the question to her son, what do you know of sailing? What is your idea of sailing? Because you are the son of a farmer. You should not have any sort of idea of sailing. Rather, you should have the knowledge of cultivation, you should have the knowledge of the smell of the soil. So that is why you are a farmer's son. You are the son of a farmer. You know the turn of the seasons and the smell of the soil. You have better knowledge of the smell of soil in comparison to selling. But do you know the sea? But do you have any sort of knowledge of sea? So these sort of questions asked by the mother to her son. That is, John will know the name of this boy is John. Now the boy whose name was John. So we have come to know from this line, from this second stanza, that is the name of the boy was John. Now the boy whose name was John had always obeyed his mother. Definitely each and every son who follows the words of his mother. So definitely here in this text also, John the boy who also obeys his mother. So he went about his farm work with a heavy heart. What is the meaning of heavy heart? Heavy heart means something disappointed, something not so good in mind, something very sad. So he went about his farm work with a heavy heart. So as he can't get the permission from his mother, so as a result he went to farm work with a heavy heart, but did not again mention the sea. And his mother asked him, please you don't repeat the word sea before me. This was the condition, this was the proposal given by the mother to her son, that is John. Next, one day he had been walking behind the plough. Definitely, as John was the son of a farmer, so his activity, his work, his deed was definitely behind the plough. So one day he had been walking behind the plough. Look, try to understand which tense it was. One day he had been walking behind the plough, because if you look the activity of grammatical activity of class 8 standard, especially first unit exam, you'll find that 90% questions are there from tense based. So you should have basic knowledge of tense, and when you will try to solve or resolve the tense, you should focus on the lines of the tense. So one day he had been walking behind the plough. Plough means we all know nagol, and he had been walking. That means he started the action in the first, and now he was continuing. So one day he had been walking behind the plough, but this was the activity of the cultivation that is shown by the author. He all but ran over a teeny green turtle on a clod of dirt. First, try to understand the meaning of this word. Dirt means dirty, and here dirt is the noun, not adjective, because we all know after preposition, after article, always we will place a noun. So he all but ran over a teeny green turtle on a clod of dirt. So John the boy who watched while flying a teeny green turtle, where on the clod of dirt. Get my point? I think you have got my point. He picked the turtle up and set it on his head. So John was a child, John was young boy, he was very innocent. In order to secure this little green turtle, what did he do? Now, he picked the turtle up and set it on his head in order to secure where he knew it would be safe. I think you have got my point. Next, where he was done with plowing. Where he was done with plowing, John plucked the turtle from his head, and after a few times later he plucked it and he took it on his head. Again, I'm trying to understand you what is told in these 2 or 3 lines. While plowing, he looked, he found, or he discovered a little green turtle. He felt very much, what I can say, he thought that in order to secure, he should pluck this from the ground to his head. This is mentioned, not more than that. Next, look. To his utter surprise, he found that it had turned into a teeny green fairy man that stood upon his palm. So, what happened after just a few seconds? Just in his utter surprise, this particular green turtle had changed the shape. What? A teeny green fairy man. It had become a teeny green fairy man. Teeny means small, green means color. Fairy man that stood upon his palm and bowed. Palm means, with that, if you look the picture of your text, look the hand. Such type of place is called the palm. And bowed means matha nichu kora, kneel down. Such type of thoughts. I thank you for your kindness. Tell me your heart's desire, and I will grant it to you for saving my life. So what is said by the fairy? So the fairy commented that, I thank you for your kindness. He congratulated to John because he is the savior of him. Because if he doesn't pluck him on his head, maybe he was injured by other animals or other plowing instruments or tools. So that is why he asked him, what do you want from me? I will fulfill, I will grant your wishes. Next, John bowed back but said nothing. So what happened, John? If I ask you, my dear students, my dear viewers, as he was the follower of his mother, and his mother proposed him, ordered him, don't mention the word sea in his entire life. And as a result, when the turtle when the ferryman asked him, what is your wish? And what happened? John, the boy who can't express due to his mother's order. So that is mentioned. John bowed back. John matra namiye nilo, but said nothing. He was silent. He remained silent. Although his heart yearned to go out to the sea, but his heart knows it very well. He wants to go to sea. He wants to feel. He wants to get together to the sea. He did not express his wish. For whom? For his mother. The green fairy man could read a heart easily. So he said. But this green fairy man was not an ordinary man. He was like an astrologer. He knows what is going on under the heart of John. And he knows it very well that John loves to go to sea. John loves to get together, get close to the sea. I see you wish to go to sailing. So the green fairy man is repeating, is murmuring that I know you wish to go to sailing. You have a close attraction to sailing. So today's class is there. So if you have any problem in my whole discussion, you definitely try to you will comment on the comment section. I will definitely demand your fulfills according to your comment. And before this, I would like to say, look, in this particular text there are 4 words, word nest or word cluster. One is mention, clot, tracked and yearned. These 4 synonym words you should keep in mind, because it will help you in your examination, because maybe or might be if the questions they may put on the question any synonym words from these words, so you will have to keep in mind. So if you have any sort of problem in between my discussion, so please comment on this comment section, and please, if you are my new friends watching this video, so please like and subscribe and share to my channel to get notification early and to improve your spoken vocabulary, grammar and others. Thank you.